Good evening and welcome, friends. This Wednesday edition of Biggest Story Tonight. The day began with Union Home Minister Amit Shah reiterating his promise for an election in Jammu and Kashmir for the Assembly, as also the possibility of early removal of AFSPA, which has been a bone of contention in the local politics there. They moved on with the Election Commission show-causing both the BJP and the Congress for the intemperate comments made by their leaders Dilip Ghosh and Supriya Srinath respectively against Mamata Banerjee in the case of BJP and against Kangana Ranaut in the case of the Congress party. And then, of course, we had that Congress showing nerves again with their Himachal President Pratibha Singh refusing to contest from the home bastion of Mandi against Kangana Ranaut. All that and more. Let's begin with the headlines first. Home Minister Amit Shah hints at revoking AFSPA from Jammu and Kashmir, says the centre trusts JK Police to handle law and order issues. Big setback for Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh. SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav opts out of poll race, says will focus on UP only. Election Commission of India issues show-cause notice to Supriya Srinath for her sexist slur on Kangana Ranaut. Congress sitting MP Pratibha Singh bows out, exits Monday, days after Kangana enters the battlefield. After Rekha Patra, Krishnanagar candidate Amrita Roy, Rajmata Amrita Roy gets PM's call. Prime Minister tells her black money seized by ED will come back to the poor of Bengal. Welcome back, friends. The story that's been trending since morning about Jammu and Kashmir. Home Minister Amit Shah has hinted in an interview to a network in Kashmir that the central government could be willing to revoke the controversial Armed Forces Special Powers Act in Jammu and Kashmir. While speaking to the local media channel, Shah said the centre also has plans to pull back troops and leave the law and order responsibility solely in the hands of the Jammu and Kashmir police. And he has spoken on other issues also, including the promise to the youth in Kashmir that they stand a better chance at life integrating with rest of India rather than a Pakistan which has gone bankrupt. Let's listen into what the Union Home Minister told the network.
धारा 370 के गलत प्रकार के फायदे जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता को और मुख्यत्वे घाटी के अवाम को समझाकर एक भ्रांति फैला गई थी, वो भ्रांति ध्वस्त हो गई। एक बात हमेशा कही जाती थी कि धारा 370 समाप्त होते ही जम्मू कश्मीर की संस्कृति, भाषा, एक वजूद खत्म हो जाएगा। 5 साल हो गए, कुछ नहीं हुआ। कश्मीरी आज भी कश्मीरी है, कश्मीरी भाषा का भी महत्व बढ़ा है, कश्मीरी खान पान का भी महत्व बढ़ा है।
AFSPA जिसको आप आम भाषा में कहते से लड़े हमारी सेना। आज मिलिटेंसी को खत्म करने का काम मोदी सरकार ने किया है और कम होते आतंकवादी हमले, बढ़ती हुई सुरक्षा का वातावरण और ये संकेत दे रहा है कि शायद अब वो समय आ गया है जब AFSPA को छुट्टी मिल जानी चाहिए, AFSPA को खत्म कर देना चाहिए। और ये उस समय जरूरत थी जब फर्जी मुकदमे हमारे फौज पर होते थे। आज पथराव भी बंद हुआ है, आतंकवादी घटनाओं में भी बहुत कमी आई है।
गृह मंत्री जी की इंटरव्यू में जिस प्रकार से ये बात आई है, तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि पहले 5 अगस्त 2019 के बाद जिस प्रकार से धारा 370 को हटा करके उस प्रकार के हालात बनाए गए ताकि जो आर्म्ड फोर्सेस हैं या सुरक्षा बल हैं उनको सभी को तभी हटाया जाना संभव था जबकि हालात सुधर जाएं। आज कश्मीर में स्थितियां बदली हैं और पत्थरबाजी, अलगाववाद, आतंकवाद, भ्रष्टाचार इन सभी पर लगाम लगी है। तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि भारत सरकार सोचती है और कश्मीर जिस प्रकार से पहले एक जन्नत जिसको कहा जाता था, लेकिन कुछ स्थानीय लोगों ने, हुर्रियत, जमायत इस्लाम, कुछ राजनीतिक पार्टियां जो हमेशा हालात ख़राब करने का प्रयास करती थी, आज भी करती हैं, तो आज उनके मुंह पर यह तमाचा है कि हमने उसी समय इसका ऐलान किया है कि जब हालात हमने सुधारे हैं तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि आने वाले समय में अफ्सपा को समाप्त किया जाएगा और धीरे धीरे सभी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस हैं वो अपने बैरक्स में जाएंगे।
What is there to welcome? People are demanding. This government is saying there is normalcy. Jammu and Kashmir is very peaceful. Then why they have not agreed to hold assembly elections? Let them answer first.
Before September, there will be assembly election. Apex could all.
Before September means what? They think they will come back to power and they will decide everything. If they are defeated, the other government will hold elections. That is not in his hands. The point is when the union government has abrogated Article 370, when union government snatched away the statehood of Tamil Nadu, the Jammu and Kashmir, and bifurcated that state, why that statehood is not being restored? Why no elections are held for assembly in Jammu and Kashmir? These are the primary major questions which needs to be answered by Mr. Amit Shah, by Mr. Modi.
So do you think, so you believe that AFSPA is not an issue?
I don't take it seriously. What Mr. Amit Shah is saying is not a serious thing. And just he thinks by making such statements, he can deceive the people of Jammu and Kashmir. He can woodwink the people of Jammu and Kashmir at the time of elections. That is what I point out. Mr. Amit Shah is not sincere. Home Minister, this union government headed by Mr. Modi is not sincere, honest to the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Regarding security forces, what do you have to say?
No, the Jammu and Kashmir problem is not just a law and order problem. And these problems cannot be addressed and solved through security measures. And these are all certain political questions. The union government should think over to reach out to the people of Jammu and Kashmir to win their confidence and find political solutions to the problems faced by Jammu and Kashmir.
Meanwhile, along expected lines, the Gupkar alliance, or whatever remains of it actually, essentially the PDP and the National Conference, which were targeted by the Home Minister in his interaction, they continue to polarize. The comments made by the Union Home Minister both maintain that they have been demanding AFSPA removal for long, but now that it is coming, they seem to be having a different position. Listen in.
जहां तक अफ्सपा को हटाने की बात है, बिस्मिल्लाह करके आज ही शुरू करिए। जब कहते हैं कि हालात बिल्कुल नॉर्मल हैं, जब कहते हैं कि मिलिटेंसी खत्म हो चुकी है, जब कहते हैं कि अब अलायगी पसंद सोच रही नहीं और जम्मू कश्मीर के हालात इससे ज़्यादा बेहतर कभी थे नहीं, तो इंतज़ार किस चीज़ का? पहले ही कर देना था। मैं तो 2011 से इस दिन का इंतज़ार करता आया हूं और कोशिशें भी हमने बहुत की अफ्सपा हटाने की, लेकिन मुझे डर इस बात का है कि जिस तरह लद्दाख के लोगों को 6 शेड्यूल का झांसा देके उनको गुमराह किया गया, उनको धोखा दिया गया, उनके साथ झूठे वादे किए गए, बिल्कुल उसी तरह इलेक्शन को देखते हुए जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों के साथ अब अफ्सपा के मामले में भी एक झूठा वादा और धोखा देने का जो है सिलसिला किया जा रहा है।
Well, as far as PDP and Ms. Mufti is concerned, we've always stood for revocation of AFSPA, And whenever she spoke about it, she was derided as an anti-national, and we welcome this move. But having said that, the proof of the pudding lies in the eating. So what our apprehension is, like everything else, जैसे जुमलेबाजी करते हैं खासतौर से इलेक्शन से बिल्कुल पहले, in the months leading up to the elections, this feels just like an empty slogan. And if the Home Minister indeed wants to follow this up, he should start by releasing journalists. There's so many journalists who are currently behind bars, thousands of young boys. I believe in the same interview, he spoke about how, the government of India wants to engage with young Kashmiri men. Well, he should know that the Home Ministry has, because of its PSA orders, it has slapped so many Kashmiri young boys जो अभी जेल में सड़ रहे हैं under UAPA, under PSA. तो आप अच्छी शुरुआत तो आप कह रहे हैं आप करेंगे, तो let's start by releasing them. They're not there under any solid grounds. They're under trials, and bail should be the norm. It should be the rule, not the exception. But we definitely welcome this view with this, whatever he said, his statement. And PDP has always stood for revocation, of AFSPA and the gradual withdrawal of army from civilian areas in Kashmir. Even during Mufti Saab's last tenure, when we lost him, unfortunately, in 2016, he worked for Tattu ground, for the army to vacate that ground so that it could be transformed into a public park, into a public space. So we welcome this move, but we fear, our apprehension is that it is just that. It's a jumla. जैसे हम 15 लाख आपके अकाउंट में डालेंगे, इलेक्शन से पहले हम ये अजीब जुमले सुनते हैं. So let's see, let them walk the talk and then we'll see.
This was also one of the basis of your alliance, PDP's alliance with BJP, when the alliance was stitched as far as the AFSPA was one of the points raised by Ms. Mo.
Which they also agreed upon. Yeah. Let it be very clear that in our agenda of alliance, the BJP agreed, to the revocation of AFSPA. But see, Zina, that's exactly what I'm saying. When it comes to, saying things, they make all these tall claims and they build these sand castles in the air. But when it comes to implementation and execution, it's not there. It's lacking. And abhi they understand कि हाँ elections चल रहे हैं, BJP की हालत जम्मू हो या कश्मीर हो या लद्दाख हो, they are not looking good. They don't look very strong electorally. So this could just be a way to mobilize public opinion towards, themselves.
Do you think it is an again election move?
Well, you tell me, what is their record so far? They never walk the talk. They never walk the talk. And we've seen how people were lured by the false promises कि आपके बैंक अकाउंट में हम 15 लाख डालेंगे, 2 करोड़ and all that. But where is that? That has never been. But I welcome the Home Minister saying this because, of course, it could mean that he realizes the sensitivity, that this is a huge nuisance for people here, because let's not forget, AFSPA is a draconian law. It gives unbridled impunity to armed forces to do as they please. And we have seen cases, documented cases of how these laws have been abused.
All right, from Kashmir to Himachal Pradesh, where Congress party president Pratibha Singh has now opted out of the Lok Sabha race from the family bastion of Mandi, and she made a public announcement that she will not contest from the seat. The question is, has she developed cold feet because BJP brought in Kangana Ranaut, and we have seen the kind of controversy panning out over the last 48 hours on Supriya Srinath social media post on the BJP candidate. But it's interesting that Pratibha Singh, who has in fact been a little miffed with the Congress leadership on the issue of the Himachal government and the late Veerbhadra Singh family's participation in it, though of course her son Vikramaditya Singh remains a minister, still a little unhappy. Is it that unhappiness coming out? Let's listen into what Pratibha Singh said while announcing that she would not contest from Mandi this time.
मैम मंडी से क्या आप खड़ी होंगी? आप मंडी से खड़े होंगे? Are you open to contesting against Kangana Ranaut?
बिल्कुल नहीं. मैंने हाई कमांड को अपनी बात बोल दी है. हाई कमांड क्या फैसला करती है वो उस पे अब निर्भर करता है.
पर कंगना को कितनी बड़ी चुनौती मानती है?
अब मुझे क्या पूछना, वो तो बीजेपी के कैंडिडेट है, बीजेपी ने उनको फील्ड में उतारा है. ठीक है, जो भी होगा सामना करेंगे, इलेक्शन लड़ेंगे और लड़वाएंगे. और कांग्रेस को जितवाएंगे।
मैम एक सवाल पूछना चाहेंगे कि हिमाचल में जिस तरह से हो रहा है उसी तर्ज पे पंजाब में भी देखा जा रहा है कि कांग्रेस के या एक्स कांग्रेस के कई नेता हैं जो बीजेपी में लगातार शामिल हो रहे थे। ये क्या दर्शाता है?
अब इस पे सोच करना पड़ेगा और मंथन करना पड़ेगा और हम चाहेंगे कि जिनकी विचारधारा उनसे मिलती है, ठीक है, उनको वहाँ ठीक लगा तो हम भी तलाश करेंगे कि अच्छा कोई नेता हो या अच्छा हमारी तरफ से कोई कैंडिडेट हो, उनको फील्ड में उतारेंगे और कांग्रेस को विजय बनाएंगे।
बयानबाजी कितना नुकसानदायक हो सकती है किसी पार्टी के लिए, जिस तरीके से कंगना के लिए हुई है पर्सनल बयानबाजी?
मुझे नहीं उस पर कमेंट करना है। व्हाट शी सेड आई डोंट नो एंड आई डोंट like commenting on somebody's comment. What she has said, that is her personal view. I cannot comment on that.
All right, from Himachal to Delhi now. The Delhi High Court has refused to provide any interim relief to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who had filed a plea challenging his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate in the liquor policy scam. Meanwhile, protests also broke out outside the Delhi Assembly, with the BJP demanding Kejriwal's arrest, whereas Aam Aadmi Party demanded his immediate release. The Delhi High Court, of course, letting Arvind Kejriwal remain in ED custody till April 2. So, in a way, this seems like going to be a long haul for the Delhi Chief Minister in custody. His custodial interrogation is going on. In fact, this comes on a day when we have seen reports of the possibility of the CBI were also wanting to question Arvind Kejriwal. Remember, while the Enforcement Directorate investigation is under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, the CBI is investigating the same case under the Prevention of Corruption Act, which specifically applies to MPs, MLAs, ministers, public figures, those holding public office. I'm told Riyanka, our reporter, is joining us live from outside the Delhi High Court. Riyanka, you were there when the hearing took place and subsequently the High Court making its judgment public. What's your sense? You think that the Delhi Chief Minister's woes, legal woes, are not ending anytime soon? And did you interact with the team of Kejriwal and got a sense of what's going to be their strategy from here on?
Absolutely not, because see, what is happening right now is corruption and money laundering. ED and CBI both are in fact going to build their heat on Arvind Kejriwal. Well, today what we saw that the Delhi High Court has refused to give any interim relief to Arvind Kejriwal in his bail application that was being heard today. And Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who appeared for Arvind Kejriwal, had in fact argued the fact that the entire arrest and the remand is illegal. And what grounds have Arvind Kejriwal been arrested? His arrest is being constantly challenged, in fact, by the Aam Aadmi Party as well, and Kejriwal himself has gone ahead and reiterated the fact that all of the entire matter is illegal and very significantly politically motivated. Now, what the court has said that the ED will be given 7 days time, that is till the 2nd of April, to file a response over the bail application that has been filed by Arvind Kejriwal. So, on the 2nd of April, the ED has to file a response in front of the Delhi High Court, and on the 3rd of April, what we are getting to know, the bench will reconvene, the matter will be heard once again. Now, let me read out a little bit of the court order. The court has said that since it did not hear much of the other side, it gives ED the chance to file a response at this point in time. So, several developments are likely. In fact, the CBI is also going to, all prepared rather, to take up the matter and take up the custody of Arvind Kejriwal rather. So, an overlap of both the cases, money laundering and corruption, the ED and CBI heat intensifying on the Delhi Chief Minister.
Thank you so much, Riyanka, for those updates from outside Delhi High Court. In fact, the arrest of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has led to an ongoing tiff between the BJP and Aam Aadmi Party cadres, as also their leaders in Delhi. Listening to some of those reactions, including that of Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur.
जो कहते थे मैं राजनीति में नहीं आऊंगा, मेरी लड़ाई तो भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ है, आज भ्रष्टाचार के दलदल में गिरी हुई गहराई तक गिरी हुई आम आदमी पार्टी नजर आती है, जिनका शिक्षा मंत्री, जिनके पार्षद, ये सब जेल में है और इनका मुख्यमंत्री शराब घोटाले के किंग पिन कट्टर बेईमान अरविंद केजरीवाल भी जेल में है। मैं ये पूछता हूँ, कहाँ गई अरविंद केजरीवाल की नैतिकता?
हमने बताया कि जो अभियुक्त हैं शराब घोटाले के, उनके जो प्रेम पत्र बाहर ये पढ़ रहे हैं उनकी पार्टी के लोग, उसको लेके जांच की मांग की है, क्योंकि हमारी जानकारी के हिसाब से कानून की कुछ परिभाषाएं जिसको सबको मानना होता है और इस तरह के प्रेम पत्र वहां से निकल नहीं सकते। तो हमने उनकी जांच की मांग की है कि इनकी जांच कीजिए और जिन्होंने प्रेम पत्र पढ़ के सुनाए उनकी भूमिका की भी जांच की।
सब लोग आज मैं भी केजरीवाल की टी शर्ट के अंदर हैं और विरोध करते हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तानाशाही का, जिस तरीके से चुनावों के दौरान हमारे लोगों के ऊपर छापे डाले जा रहे हैं। ये सब लोग तानाशाही की जो पराकाष्ठा है उसको पार कर रहे हैं।
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की गैर कानूनी गिरफ्तारी के खिलाफ आज सभी विधायक संघर्ष कर रहे हैं, प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। आज इस देश में लोकतंत्र को खत्म करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। ये इस देश के इतिहास में पहली बार हुआ है कि एक राष्ट्रीय पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है, वो भी चुनाव की घोषणा के बाद। तो आज ये बिल्कुल साफ है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल की गिरफ्तारी इस देश के लोकतंत्र पर हमला है।
देखिए, आज मुख्य तौर पर जो स्वास्थ्य संबंधित दिक्कतें दिल्ली के अंदर हैं उनको लेकर के चर्चा होगी, लेकिन चूंकि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी जो दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री हैं उनकी गिरफ्तारी हुई है, उसके बाद पहली बार सत्र बुलाया गया है, तो पूरी ताकत के साथ दिल्ली, पूरा देश और पूरे दुनिया के अंदर इस गिरफ्तारी के खिलाफ आवाज उठ रही है। इस सदन के अंदर भी इस गिरफ्तारी के खिलाफ बुलंद आवाज उठेगी।